Hi, I am the awful chef. I eat, so I better cook. This one's going to be a little different because I'm actually making an audition video with this, and it's for ethnic food. I have an interesting perspective on this given the fact that my ethnicity is American. My genetics are Heinz 57. And so the ethnic food of my people is a box of instant mac and cheese. Um, I was fortunately adopted later in my childhood by a family with a very long or very strong Portuguese heritage. And so I was exposed to some foods we called Portuguese. It's interesting, too, because my mother, the woman who I have the privilege of calling my mother, was Irish and very proud of her Irish heritage. So the dish I'm going to make today is beans in a slightly modified style because, among other things, this dish actually celebrates the wealth we enjoyed in America. So these are ethnic beans descended from Portugal, apparently, according to my parents, as interpreted by an Irish woman very fond of the wealth of America. So we are going to be making these beans, which I've had all sorts of styles. Everything from the original, very, very basic Portuguese style to the version we'll be making today. So let's take a look at some of the stuff I have. I tried shooting this in the kitchen, but the lighting just did not work. So let's start with some basics. Oh, so the most basic ingredient is a can of beans. Pinto beans, drained but not rinsed because we want the starch. We also need paprika. You can be as fancy as you want or not so fancy at all. This is store-bought paprika. Not Hungarian, not smoked, not sweet, just paprika. I am going to be using chicken stock. I believe the original recipe used water. We will also be sauteing onions, or one onion, some rough chopped garlic, and 2 slices of bacon. You will pardon me, I am having a little fun with life today. So I'm going to pause this and start this up. The onions are going to cook for about 10 minutes. I'll be right back. So basic technique is saute onions and garlic, the rough chopped garlic, for about 10 minutes. Throw in the bacon. I actually prefer ham because it's lower in fat, but they always use bacon at my house. Throw in the paprika. Don't forget the salt and pepper at first. And once all of that's kind of ready together, you deglaze the pan with a little bit of chicken stock, throw in the beans, and that's about it. This is a basic recipe. All right, pause again. Here we go. So I lied. I only cooked the onions for about 5 minutes to get a nice translucence. You can see here, probably, potentially, some lightly cooked onions, and garlic, and salt and pepper. So now, I add the bacon, 2 slices, and about maybe tablespoon and a half of paprika. This is a ridiculously simple dish that bears a strong resemblance to something done by Christopher Kimball on his travels from Milk Street. Okay, like I said, I tried to bring the laptop into the kitchen to film this, but it wasn't just going to work. There you see a plate full of onions, garlic, bacon, paprika, salt, pepper, olive oil. Yeah, it is that exciting. That is one thing about this channel. We eat to live. We don't live to eat. The food is very good, coincidentally. And lately it's been causing me some interesting troubles in that I have successfully been losing weight on a semi-vegetarian diet, which has given me a wardrobe suitable for housework, but not suitable for YouTube. So we've been having a little fun with that. Okay, the bacon's cooked a little. Let's deglaze with a little bit of chicken stock. Yeah, this is a fast cooked dish, especially if you use canned beans. Keep in mind, this was a celebration of life in America, so instant ingredients like canned beans are not off the table. So, a little bit of that. Can of store brand Pinto Beans, drained but not rinsed. We want the starch. Yippee. And the thing is, at this point, you need to add enough chicken stock for it to be beans, but not enough for it to be bean soup. You know, if you've ever opened a can of baked beans, you'll understand what I mean. That's the consistency we want. And I failed to use enough paprika, so about double the amount would be adequate. The thing is, the beans are red. They are very, very red. Okay. To save you the motion sickness inducing trick to look at my pan full of beans, I will bring it to you shortly when it's properly. There we are. That is perfect. So let this cook down, taste it, love it. Adjust this seasoning to your tastes. But the important thing is beans and paprika. So here we are. This is the closest I come to ethnic food, which I am going to have to adjust the camera a bit. There you see my wonderful chair and a pan full of red beans. Oh. So we'll let that cook. We'll adjust the tastes. And that's about it. It's real ethnic food. To quote Dr. Oz, ethnic food is what grew in your yard that you could eat. That's it. I hope you try this recipe. Originally, it was just water, beans, paprika, garlic if you were lucky, onion, and you had that with bread. Now, thanks to the wealth of America, this is very good next to a steak, especially when you cook on the barbecue grill. That's it. Thank you. Bye.